Just as KLM was celebrating its latest fleet milestone, the aviation industry was rocked by breaking news. Airbus overtakes Boeing in aircraft deliveries for the first time in 5 years. This shift in the competitive landscape couldn't have come at a more pivotal time for KLM. Why? Because this month, KLM officially said goodbye to its aging Boeing 737s and welcomed the Airbus A321neo engine option into its fleet, marking the start of a new era. What does this mean for the airline's future? KLM Royal Dutch Airlines, founded on October 7, 1919, is the oldest airline in the world still operating under its original name. Known for being an aviation pioneer, KLM has evolved with the times while remaining a reliable airline for passengers and cargo. However, 2024 marks a pivotal moment in its storied history as it transitions from its long-serving Boeing 737 fleet to the more advanced Airbus A321neo. To understand why this change is so significant, we need to look at KLM's long history with Boeing and what drove them to make such a monumental decision. KLM has had a strong and prosperous relationship with Boeing for over 50 years. It started with the adoption of Boeing 707s and 747s in the 1960s and 1970s. It was the introduction of the Boeing 737 in 1986 that transformed KLM's short and medium-haul operations. The 737 became a workhorse for the airline, reliably transporting millions of passengers between key European destinations such as London, Paris, Berlin, and Rome. However, as aviation technology advanced and environmental concerns took center stage, the once cutting-edge 737 started to show its age. Despite updates and improvements to the aircraft's design, the 737 could no longer compete with the latest generation of narrow-body jets in terms of fuel efficiency, noise reduction, and overall performance. KLM recognized the need to move forward and modernize its fleet with more sustainable options. In the early 2000s and 20s, airlines around the world were forced to make tough decisions about fleet modernization, with many moving toward more eco-friendly and cost-efficient aircraft. KLM evaluated several options and ultimately decided that the Airbus A321neo engine option was the best fit for its needs. The A321neo is part of Airbus's highly successful A320 family, which has become known for its innovative design, superior fuel efficiency, and ability to meet the growing demands of environmentally conscious travelers. KLM's choice to transition from Boeing's 737 to the Airbus A321neo reflects a broader trend within the aviation industry toward cleaner, quieter, and more efficient aircraft. The A321neo offers a 20% improvement in fuel efficiency compared to older models, significantly reducing the airline's operating costs and carbon emissions. This makes the A321neo not only a smart financial choice, but also a critical step in KLM's Fly Responsibly initiative, which was launched in 2019. The A321neo is powered by advanced LEAP-1A engines, which deliver exceptional performance while reducing fuel consumption and emissions. The aircraft is also equipped with sharklets, which improve aerodynamics and reduce drag, further boosting its efficiency. This allows KLM to operate longer routes with less fuel, all while carrying more passengers than its 737 counterparts. Furthermore, the A321neo significantly reduces noise pollution, making it a more environmentally friendly option for flights operating out of noise-sensitive airports like Amsterdam Schiphol. With global aviation facing increased scrutiny from regulators and environmental groups, KLM's adoption of the A321neo engine positions the airline as a leader in sustainable aviation. KLM officially welcomed its first Airbus A321neo into the fleet on August 27, 2024, with a water cannon salute at Amsterdam Schiphol Airport. This aircraft, registered as PHAXA, was named Swallowtail, following a new tradition of naming planes after butterflies, a fitting symbol of transformation and renewal. On September 16, 2024, KLM's A321neo made its first commercial flight, KL-1267, departing from Amsterdam Schiphol at 7:15 a.m. and landing in Copenhagen just under an hour later. From there, it continued its busy inaugural day, flying to Berlin and Stockholm, two of KLM's key European destinations. Over the coming months, KLM plans to introduce 3 more A321neo aircraft into its fleet, with additional deliveries scheduled throughout 2025. The airline has mapped out a phased transition, allowing it to gradually retire its aging Boeing 737 fleet, which has faithfully served the airline for nearly 4 decades. In total, KLM will receive several A321neo aircraft as part of a broader fleet renewal plan under the Air France KLM Group, which has placed orders for up to 160 Airbus A320neo family aircraft. This ambitious plan will not only modernize KLM's fleet, but also position it for growth in a more environmentally conscious world. KLM's transition to the A321 new engine option is part of a larger movement towards sustainable aviation. In 2019, the airline launched its Fly Responsibly initiative, which pledges to take significant steps to reduce carbon emissions and invest in cleaner technologies. The introduction of the A321neo is a major milestone in this initiative, but KLM is also exploring other avenues to further reduce its environmental impact. For example, KLM has been investing in sustainable aviation fuels, SAF, which have the potential to reduce life cycle CO2 emissions by up to 80% compared to traditional jet fuel. The airline has already committed to increasing its use of SAF in the coming years, with the goal of making at least 10% of its total fuel consumption sustainable by 2030. In addition, KLM is part of several research initiatives aimed at exploring the feasibility of electric and hybrid electric aircraft for regional travel. These efforts demonstrate that KLM is not just focused on modernizing its fleet, but is committed to being a global leader in sustainable aviation. The shift to the Airbus A321 new engine option is just one piece of a much larger puzzle, as KLM seeks to balance its growth with its environmental responsibilities. With the A321neo, KLM can offer more direct flights to key destinations while reducing both its operating costs and carbon footprint. These aircraft are equipped with the latest cabin technology, enhancing passenger comfort and aligning with KLM's reputation for excellent service. As other airlines follow suit and embrace similar technological advancements, KLM's early adoption of the A321 new engine and its broader sustainability initiatives position it as a pioneer in the future of air travel. The industry is at a tipping point where sustainability, efficiency, and innovation will determine which airlines thrive in the coming decades. KLM's decision to retire its Boeing 737 fleet and embrace the Airbus A321neo is a historic moment, signaling a new chapter for the airline. As KLM continues to modernize and prioritize sustainability, it's clear that the future of air travel is evolving. But what do you think? Will KLM's investment in the A321neo pay off in the long run? Will we miss the iconic Boeing 737? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on the latest in aviation news and industry trends. Your opinion matters to us, and we'd love to hear what you think about this major shift in KLM's fleet and how it might influence other airlines. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care and safe travels.